guys. I'm hoping this video will come out on Tuesday, so if it has, happy Tuesday. Today I usually put out a video on tutorials or dyeing yarn or something, and that's usually my Tuesday video. Sometimes it comes out on Wednesday, just depends on how quick the videos load. But I'm going to do my best to try to get ahead of things now that I'm at home. And so today I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Before I get started with what I'm going to do, my name is Marissa and I am the creator behind Missouri Makes. You can find me on Instagram as Missouri_Makes, and you can find me and the patterns that I've created on Ravelry as Missouri Makes. Today I'm going to be doing a yarn review. And I showed this in my latest podcast. This is one of my favorite yarns. This is Lion Brand Heartland. And this has been around for a long time. This is one of the first yarns. I'm not going to say it's the first, but it's one of the first yarns that I started with whenever I started crocheting. And I forgot how much I love this yarn. I used to always pick it up and use it, and now I don't think I have a full skein anywhere. I may have little bits and pieces, but whenever I went on vacation, this is the yarn that I got at the local yarn store. And so I've got a project that I'm working on, a pattern that I'll soon have out, hopefully in the next couple months for y'all. But I thought that I would do a yarn review and show you what this yarn looks like worked up. Now, I'm going to do a knit swatch and I'm going to do a crochet swatch. But before that, let's go ahead and look at the specs. This one is called Hot Springs. The tan color is Dry Tortugas. And, oops, dropping stuff. And this kind of like a muted purple, Kobuk Valley. You can see it for yourself. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And so the specs on it is 5 ounces, 142 grams, 251 yards, or 230 meters. It is 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable, which I don't ever do with my garments. I always hand wash and lay flat. It is a medium 4. The recommended needle size is a 9, which is a 5.5, and the recommended crochet hook is a J, or 6mm. And so that's what I'm going to use. If I can find the right sizes, that's what I'm going to use to make my swatches. And see, I'll show you what it does, what it works up to be. It is super soft. I'm not going to rub it all over my skin because I'm a little sweaty. It's hot here today. It's supposed to be cooling down, but not yet. So, but it is super soft. It's scarfable. I would recommend cardigans. I would recommend blankets, scarves, the whole works. It will work for all of that. You can look here. Look at the twist on it. I don't know if you can tell that. It is. It's a 4-weight, true 4-weight yarn. It is super soft. I would highly recommend this to anybody starting out. It doesn't split that much. I mean, if you're not careful, maybe you could get it to split, but I'm working with it in a project and I'm not having any trouble with it. And so I think that this is a really good beginner yarn. It is not, to me, it's not overly priced. I think I paid $5.49 or $5.99, but I had a 20% off coupon. You may be able to find it cheaper elsewhere. You may be able to find it cheaper on the website. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I would recommend it. It's a super soft, and they've got several colors in this yarn here, so you won't get bored. You could mix and match and do a lot of things with what they have. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the swatch, and I'll bring you back to see what they look like. So I am back, and I did a small swatch of both knit and crochet. I'll show you the crochet first. I used the recommended J hook for this project, which is a 6mm crochet hook. And this is the swatch that I got. Now, I did 20 stitches long. I don't know how many rows I did, but I did do 20 stitches here. And then I started with double crochets, where I double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. I did 20 chains, double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook, and I just went on. We've got here, the first 2 rows is double crochets. Maybe it'll be better if I had a pointer. These 2 rows here are double crochets. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so first 2 rows is double crochets, and then here I've got half double crochet, back loop only, and this one's half double crochet, front loop only, so that it creates the ridge on both sides here. This is popcorn, because I wanted to give you some texture so you could tell what it looked like. Here is, I did single crochet here after the popcorn, and then here is V-stitch because I wanted you to see, and I did some more single crochet up here, right there. And this is what it looks like. You've got your open stitch, you've got your textured stitch, and you've got your plain stitch down here. And it comes out beautifully in whatever it is that you choose to do. I love, love, love the end result of this. Now, me, myself, and I probably would go down a hook size, just because I usually tend to go towards the tighter stitch versus the looser stitch. Some people prefer to go for bigger hooks. I usually go down hooks. But it's all in preference and what it is that you want and what you want your project to look like. So this here is done on a 6mm, and you see what you get. The stitches are not too loose, not too tight. And that's what you get. And this is what it looks like on the back side. Okay, and this color that I used, I just had little scraps from the first skein that I used, and this one is Kobuk Valley. I still don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but that is the color I used for that swatch. And for the knit version, again, I had a little bit here left from the first skein that I used, and this, I should have put garter on the sides here so that it wouldn't curl, but I didn't. I just went ahead and swatched. But this here, we've got knit, and then we've got garter here. This is stockinette and this is garter. Stockinette is where you knit the right side, purl the wrong side, and garter is where you knit every row. And so this is what you get for knitting every row, and this is what you get for alternating knits and purls per row. I couldn't find a, what was the recommended? A 9. I couldn't find a 9, so I used an 8, and that's fine. It still came out nice. And that is what I got for this one. And the color I used was Dry Tortugas. There we go. Trying to make sure that it's on frame here, so you can see for yourself. This one's Dry Tortugas, and that is what I get. And again, I started with 20 chains. And just went up. I'm not sure how many rows I did. I just knit, and that is your end result. And this for me is probably a good needle size for me. I might go to a 9 if I had a 9, but an 8 seems to be just fine for my attention. But again, like I said, it depends on what the end result you want. If you want a loose, I guess holey garment, more loose and gappy, then you will go up a needle size. If you want your stitches closer together and more solid fabric, then you'll go down needle sizes. It just depends on what it is that you're wanting. For me, this is probably a good needle size, unless I was to do like lace. If I'm going to do lace, I'll probably go up a needle size. Like I said previously, these swatches, the yarn, all of it, it is super soft. It's scarfable. I'm actually working on a cardigan out of it, and it'll probably be one of my winter wears because it is so soft, and I love it. And so I hope that this was helpful for y'all. I will have a link down in the description box, if I don't forget, on where you can find this yarn. I am not affiliate with Lion Brand, but I do want to make sure that y'all can get this yarn if you want it. And so the link will be down in the description box below so that you can get the yarn if you want it. So, oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. That way you never miss another video from Missouri Makes. And if you want to be updated on when I release my patterns, you can sign up for my newsletter. And those who sign up for my newsletter always hear about my patterns first, when I first release them, and they usually get a coupon code towards that pattern or the kit that I create with it. So if you want to be in the know before anybody else, go ahead and subscribe, and go subscribe to my newsletter. That way you never miss anything from Missouri Makes. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all later.